videos from all over the internet that's going to make you question reality. Let's just start.
Why do older men in their 40s and beyond prefer dating women in their 20s? And why
Fresh
don't they
meat.
choose women their own age?
Asparagus.
Can someone explain this to me? Because it doesn't make any sense at all. Why do you go for someone the same age as your daughter?
Fresh meat.
I mean, 15
No.
and you're 40?
No,
I ask you
15,
how many
how?
wives you would like to have.
Well, I think I'd like to have, a good number.
What is a good number?
It's just a very good number. That's what I would like to have.
A good number.
I'm a trauma therapist, and I never recommend you allowing any of your children to be able to go to the dentist for a dental procedure, cleaning, anesthesia, wisdom teeth pulled without you in that room with them. Did y'all see this case of the French woman that later found out she was actually pregnant after she got her wisdom teeth removed? And she wasn't even sexually active, so how could she be pregnant and it's not the Messiah? Okay, so in this case, she went to the doctor, she's feeling like crap. The doctor said, no, you're pregnant. And she's like, I can't be, I haven't been sexually active for years. Come to find out, the doctor was like, well, this is how far along you are. And then she correlated it with the time she had her wisdom teeth out. Come to find out, there were 4 men that, when she was on anesthesia, that raped her and she ended up pregnant. Look up this case, Justice for Solon.
It's crazy.
I went through a horrible divorce. Horrible divorce. On a scale of 1 to 10, it was an 11. I often tease that
11?
men don't become real true men until they've gotten one good divorce under their belt, because you learn so much from that failure, right? You learn so much from that. If you don't end up being bitter, you can learn a lot from that. And I learned a lot around authenticity. When you're always seeking to avoid an argument, that's a very inauthentic way to show up. You have to allow those things to come out, and the person that is willing to walk through those ruptures with you, that's your person. That for me is what I would articulate to people, like one of the secrets of success.
Trespass the dwelling from 2006.
Right, I need to take a break. This man right now is having a
Telling me to be quiet, or are you asking me?
I'm asking you and advising
Okay,
you.
thank you for correcting that, because don't nobody tell me what to do. Ain't nobody gonna talk to me like that. Nobody.
Darrell Brooks was charged with 6 counts of first-degree intentional homicide and was accused of being a sex offender. In courtroom, Darrell was acting tough, causing him being removed twice for disrupting the court. He refused to have a lawyer, so he was his own attorney in court. He also terrified the judge, giving her the death stare.
2003. Criminal trespass the dwelling from 2006.
Right, I need to take a break. This man right now is having a stare down with me. It's very disrespectful. He pounded his fist. Frankly, it makes me scared. And we're taking a break.
Darrell was
This is
given
crazy.
6 life sentences, plus additional 776 years and 3 months in prison.
He's a real psychopath.
This teacher admitted to serving cupcakes laced with her husband's sperm to her students
What?
and will spend decades
This is
behind
crazy.
bars after pleading guilty to the horrific crime.
Oh, she pleaded guilty to.
36-year-old Cynthia Perkins was working
crazy.
as a junior high English teacher, and her husband, Dennis Perkins, a special operations deputy, when investigators received a tip from the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. They raided the couple's home and seized
Why would
photos
you
and
do that?
videos of them
For what
committing
reason?
horrific acts. One of which was of Cynthia filming her husband supplying the ingredient for the cupcakes that were later fed to children at the junior high school. Those recordings also revealed it was mixed into both the desserts and energy drinks before being served to the victims. Cynthia resigned the day after her arrest, while Dennis was fired. Although Cynthia claimed that Dennis manipulated her into committing the crimes, she was sentenced to 40 years in prison
This is
without
crazy.
the possibility of parole.
This is disgusting.
As for Dennis, he accepted a plea deal and was sentenced to 100 years.
Oh,
I'm sorry, Father. Please forgive me. I'm such a sinner. I can't stop taking my the nun guy, he's an architect. He's put a whole nun out, like a real nun costume. And like he'll have me put the nun costume on, so then he'll have me bend over the bed, like he'll be behind me, like this guy, and he'll have me bend over the bed. Obviously my ass is out. I pull it up, and I'm just like this. And I'm like, I'm sorry, Father. Please forgive me. I'm such a sinner. I can't stop taking it in my I don't know why I love it in my ass. I just love it. I can't stop. It's just so soothing.
Right, we listening to you. Tell us what's going on.
This is crazy.
So, basically, my sister married my ex, and I decided to fuck him again when they got married.
Wait, okay, so so this is different now. So your sister married your ex dude,
And
then now you're still sleeping with him. So now it's the get back.
Yeah, it's definitely get back. You ain't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. Have fun.
Oh. Does your sister know?
She about to know now.
When she married your ex, did you have a time with her? Like, what was the conversation?
Ain't nothing to have a conversation. Now her and her can have a conversation about me.
Woo!
And let me ask you this. With your man, so what was the difference of time? Like, you messed with him first, right? And then she ended up marrying him. How long of an overlap was there an overlap?
I won't no overlap. She just took my after I broke up with him, and I won't with that. So,
what kind of relationship did you and your sister have before that?
We got the same daddy, different mama, so it ain't no relationship.
Oh yeah, okay.
So you and her weren't really close.
Nah.
Okay.
Got
and
it.
so now what? Are you going to continue to sleep with him, or?
No, I'm done. It been done. I just wanted to get off my chest my little secret.
Okay, all right.
Well, she said she didn't care. She said it was just get back time.
Right,
So basically, she just played him and her.
Mm-hmm. And now your sister knows.
Yep. Hey, Talaja.
All right. Well, thank you for calling and sharing with us. No judgment here.
Trelasia, if you want to call up, let us know how you feel.
She's like, I hit it first.
Then I ran that thing back.
Let me stop co-signing this.
Pick a guy that's easygoing and one that you like, because you can't change them. I don't know if anybody's ever told you that, but they're going to stay the way you meet them for their whole life. And in fact, they might even get worse. I'm going to say it 3 times for each one of my failed marriages, okay? You can't change a man, you can't change a man, you can't change a man. Why? Because they're in their simplest form. It's like bending a rock, okay? Element 119 on the elemental table, man. You operate under the premise that men are simple and delusional, and women are crazy and complicated. Your life gets instantly good. You know how we ruin things as women because we overthink. We think too much, and we overthink things. You know, that's why we get crazy.
This woman said she's learned her lesson after being body slammed by a man following her fit of road rage. Katrina Aiken could be heard accusing a driver of getting too close to her blue Ford as she hurled insults.
Hands on me. I ain't driving crazy. But on my goddamn ass.
Before landing an unprovoked punch on her. Now, Aiken has broken her silence and identified herself as the attacker who got instant harm. She was asked by locals on Facebook if she'd learned anything from the incident. Sure did. Hopefully we all learned a lesson. I know that's right. But this isn't Aiken's first time in trouble. Online records show she was handed a 60-day suspended jail sentence and a $1,000 fine for obstructing a business in 2011.
How many people do you get to try on in your life? 5.
Only 5?
If you're lucky. If you're attractive and fortunate, you get 5 cracks at the piñata. 5 isn't very many. And people think, well, there's plenty of fish in the sea. It's like, that doesn't mean they're going to swarm around you, buddy.
True that.
Maybe it's even worse for women because their time frame is very short. You know, like if a woman isn't in a relationship, family relationship by 30, then it's starting to get pretty damn rough. And that's almost independent of how attractive she is. It's like, you don't have much time. Better get yourself prepared.
When you say pretty damn rough, what do you mean?
Well,
to find a mate or to have a child? Or
both. Well, we know now that at the present time in the West, half of women 30 and younger don't have a child. Okay. Now, we also know that couples 30, 1 in 3 couples at 30 already have trouble conceiving. And that definition of trouble is 1 year of attempt with no success. Okay, so fertility goes off a cliff at 35. So 30, you're pushing your luck at 30. At 35, you are seriously pushing your luck.
Fellas, if a woman tries to provoke you to get you out of character, if she says things like, oh, I can go get anybody I want to, if she tells you she doesn't need you, if she talks down on you, if she disrespects you, if she feels as if she's more important in the relationship than you are, you know what I want you to do?
Tell me.
Do you know what I want you to do? Can you guess?
Let her go.
Alright, I'm gonna tell you. Leave her ass.
Yeah, simple
Leave
as
her ass.
ABCD.
Because you know what? She's gonna bring out the worst in you.
Yeah, right?
She's gonna have you see things about yourself that you've never seen.
True.
She's gonna bring another you to the forefront.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? See, everybody has something inside of them. You see? And a lot of people suppress it. Or a lot of people don't even know that other side of them is there because they've never been in certain situations.
True that.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, real
This is why I say, know your worth. Know how valuable you are. Don't settle for no one. Okay? Because baby, what's for you is for you. What's not for you is not for you. There's no need to hold on to some shit that is not going to help you progress in life. Not at all. You heard it here first. Yeah.
I came to a realization that most men are going to either be alone or end up with somebody that's been with everybody. And that's a
True,
shame
yeah,
because a lot of men don't have standards for themselves when it comes to women, even as they get older. So you're telling me you built your whole legacy, you put in so much work for yourself, you had got abs, you made yourself strong, you got a lot of money, all that to be with somebody that gave their body up to everybody and now has all that trauma from everybody else, and now you gotta deal with it, even though that your whole life you've been dealing with bullshit? Hell no. In my opinion, I'd rather be alone. But hey, that's just me.
Roy and I got a divorce 3 years ago.
She traded me in for the neighbor. I'm John.
It's crazy.
Sorry.
Say it together.
And still stay.
John and I first met because we were neighbors. Originally, I lived with Roy. John and his wife Lauren lived next door to us. Then when John and I got together, Roy moved 4 houses down, and Lauren moved 8 houses down with her friend Heather. I'm Lauren. I'm John's ex-wife.
Thank God.
Thank God I'm your ex-wife?
Yes.
Why?
6 months later, after we all divorced, John moved in to the house that Roy and I lived in when we were married.
Technically, it's still your home.
This is crazy. This is
Technically,
confusing.
Roy and
This
I
is
still own this house.
stupid.
You know, I used to think that older men were like better, right? They not. And y'all be piping them up. You know, the ones that live for show, still trying to be young, they be pushing 45, 50 years old, looking 60. Unhappy, unhealthy, don't clean themselves right, don't get themselves checked. They be out here running around looking for the baddest chicks, ain't even really happy, happy, getting used up, and then want to run back to you when they feel like they need that good home feeling. You washed up. After you done probably contracted everything that's out there, you washed up. You feel what I'm saying? A lot of these older men are washed up. Like, look, they be cooking me, like, just trying to be young. Just trying to flex and flash. Like, go sit down somewhere. A lot of these older men are washed up. See, it be the ones with 300 followers that don't nobody know. They the ones.
I drop what I'm doing, I run outside, the first thing I see, my husband's car just completely totaled. I get closer to the car, I look inside, he's gone, he's dead. I wait for the police to get there. They tell me they're gonna take the body to the morgue. I'm calling the funeral directors, finally I get on the phone with the one where the body is, and he tells me that some other woman came and picked up my husband's body. And he says it was his wife. And I'm like, what are you talking about? I'm his wife. I'm sitting here with 2 kids. I'm sitting here with I don't even know what to do next. The funeral director there tells me, no, here's the address of where it was taken. That's where the body is. It's there now. I rush over there. I'm furious. I'm so angry that I have to go through this on top of losing my husband. I walk in. Immediately, I see a black woman crying, sobbing over my husband. I'm angry. I didn't even know I was. I'm so angry. I rush up to her. I'm like, what are you doing? Why would you take my husband's body? Do you not know what I'm going through? And she starts yelling back at me, and she's like, what are you talking about? I'm his wife, all of it. And I'm like, no, you're not, I am. It's getting tense. We start just going back. It's finally, I'm like, look, I have pictures, I have memories, I have kids to prove it. I will show you. She said, show me then, because I do too. We take out our phones. There's wedding photos. I have wedding photos. She does. It's the same exact man. He's Scott to me, but he's David to her.
Both of
There's
them.
nobody on the face of this earth
crazy.
with better time management skills than a man with multiple girlfriends, because I don't understand how they do it. How are you able to spend enough time with multiple women to convince them you're exclusive, to go out, to stay over, to have dinner, to do all these things with multiple women while you still have a job? I'm not
That's
understanding.
crazy. This is a full-time
work,
job,
and
man.
I feel
This is
like there's
crazy.
not enough hours in the day. If I had to do school and work and manage 2 boyfriends on top of that, I would lose my mind. So I need these men to come to the front and start a time management boot camp. Not because I want multiple boyfriends, but because I feel like I'm doing something wrong here.
Be very careful about who you have kids with. I hate to say that. The choice to have children with someone, listen, you get divorced, all they can really do is take your stuff, you know, and you can always make more money. Like, I don't mean to be glib about that, but it's just money, you know, and money offers real solutions to imaginary problems and imaginary solutions to real problems. So I think money is a good thing to have. I've been poor, and then I've had money, and having money's better. But I gotta tell you, when you have a kid with somebody, God, they have leverage over you. It's unbelievable the leverage they have over you. Because most people love their kids more than anything. It's like the most profound kind of love they've ever experienced. And when you have a co-parent who hates you pathologically, I have seen people use children to just torture someone for, I would say for 18 years, but even past that, that's a lifetime. You're going to have grandkids with that person.
And we've come to the end of the videos. These were real life issues. Real life issues. Some were very disgusting, some were very mind-bending, some were very, you really question reality with this one. And we've come to the end of the videos. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and also share with your friends, and also click on the notification bell icon so that any video that I post, you will be the first to get it. Adios amigos, and I'll catch you guys in my next video. Bye.